Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from group 70. We will talk about the al-adab muhakamah. This is my team.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SHAMSUL BAHARI bin ROSLI. My method number 285759. For the assignment for subject Qawaid Fiqhiyyah for Business, our group will talk about the al-adab muhakamah, use uruf for create the Islamic law in daily activity our society. For the introduction about the uruf, the source of Islamic law agree opened by scholar are the Quran and the Prophet's Sunnah. The two source are also called the basic proof of Islamic law, because both are the main proof of God's law, because they are found in Nas. Which other argument other than the Quran and Sunnah, such as ijma, qiyas, istihsan, istishab, and uruf, are considered as supporting argument that are only to understanding the Quran and Sunnah by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because it is only tools to understand the Quran and Sunnah. Some scholars call it the istinbat method. About the uruf means custom or traditions is one of the method is Islamic law that is discussed by scholar. The Hanafi and Maliki mazhab see it as legal evidence, but other mazhab Syafi'i, Hanbali, Dahiri and Shi'i do not see it as a legal arguments, even though the Syafi'i mazhab does not see uruf as a proof of law. It will still be true that Imam Shafi'i used the social culture or uruf of the community establishes a law. In perspective etymological definition of al-adab muhakamah, we know the definition of uruf in terminology of state by Abu Zahra. Uruf is everything that human are accustomed to in their associations and are steady in their affair. Why the definition of uruf in terminology according to Abdul Al-Wahad Khalaf is everything that is already known to each other among humans, that has become a habit or traditions, whether it is in words, action, or in relation to living certain actions.
The type of uruf in the science of Qawaid Fiqhiyyah. Scholar that place the uruf method as one of the main method as indication is great role in the formation of law in Islam. First, uruf amali is a human habit of the consistent act and behavior, just like the human habit that make the certain day in the week certain day and Sunday holiday, then it is considered as adat or uruf that is generally known and recognized. Second is uruf qawli or lafzi, is a term used by the community for a specific pronunciation, so that it can be understood directly by the public just by hearing it without having to explain its meaning again. This uruf on the side on Hanafiyah and Safiyah is called uruf muqtasisat. Third is al-uruf al-khas, is a custom or act that has become a habit specifically for a long time by the people of a country or state or anywhere, but has not become a custom in other place. The custom is about an issue that been understood by the community without a need for an explanation. Third is al-uruf al-am. It adds a word that has become a habit for the majority of the population of the Islamic countries at one time. For example, entering a mosque or musalla with shoes on without removing them first is considered it to insult the dignity and sanctity of a place or worship that is specific to Muslim. If the pronunciation in al-uruf carrier that a general meaning but carry a specific meaning in the syarak, the specific meaning from the syarak side should be precedence over the general meaning from the uruf side in the case. For example, if a person make a vow to abstain from the eating animal flesh, eating an animal corpse is not considered a violation of the vow. This is due to the fact that only meat that is halal for consumption is included in the concept of swearing, despite the fact that caresses and considered meat under the general urf definition of meat. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, I will talk about the application al-adah muhakamah in daily life of our society. Custom is only recognized as a source of law if it does not conflict with the Quran and Hadith. The condition for the application of uruf in setting the law are as follow. One, it is not at all contrary to evidence or nas from Al-Quran. Second, the al-adah must be from among the people who often do it. Three, utterances from the perpetrator related to the custom do not contradict the customs. Four, the rule of al-adah muhakamah can only be applied to custom or tradition that exists at the time of the contracts. For the example of application of al-adah muhakamah in life, as we can see, for application al-adah muhakamah in life, in addition to determining the rate of dowry, in Islam the rate of dowry are known as dowry is a gift that is obligatory for the husband to his wife because it is considered from a symbol of appreciation and marriage. In the perspective of the Islamic religions, Islam does not give specific statements or specific stipulations to the dowry rate that should be charged, even though Islamic religion looks at the perspective of custom in society in determining the dowry, which is based on the most important aspect, which is the rate charged according to the person ability and consent between the two parties. Second example, we see next in the uruf as a legal guide in determining marriage gift in Islam, in the Islamic religions, as long as it complies with the guidelines that have been set along as it is allowed, because it is considered that there is not conflict from the point of view Islamic Sharia in the chapter on giving a wedding gift, which is considered as a gift from a husband to a wife, is a thing that is required if it has become a tradition of community groups, but it should be remember that the next for us to examine the ability of the giver so as not to burden any party its accordance with the guidelines that have been determined by Islamic Sharia. Islamic Sharia is in such a case, uruf or community custom is used as a guide in setting the wedding gift. However, it should be remembered that the giving or dowry is a matter that is not explained in the text of Shara or Islamic perspective regarding the law related to the practice, but the act is not prohibited by Shara. The custom of wearing the community is also allowed according to Sharia, as long as the wearer does not reveal private parts and the clothing is not tight, and so it is allowed. For example, wearing a Malay dress or baju kurung in the Malay community, and the wearing an abaya or robes for the Arab community. That's all about the application Al-Adah Muhakamah in life our society. We pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is MEGAT FAKHRUL IMAN bin Muhammad FAZIL. My matrix number is 28562. Custom Al-Adah as an agreement. Based on the view of Usul Fiqh scholar, there are of the view of Al-Adat, or a custom that does not violate the principle of Shara or does not violate the law, whether it's general custom or a special custom, that through pronunciation and words can be used as an argument to establish the law in Islam. For example, a mujtahid who belong to the Maliki school, Imam Al-Qarafi, say that lawmaker needs first examine the custom that are used in the community in order to set the law of the certain custom, so that the law is the set does not violate Sharia or violate Islamic law, which can lead to the bigger problems.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad FAIEZ IMAN bin ISMAIL and my matric number is 285672. Next, I want to discuss about the opinion of Al-Adah Muhakamah by four mazhab. Differences of opinion in every matter, especially those related to branch law jurisprudence, always occurs among Islamic scholars in discussion and debates about new issues that plague every Muslim, or discuss exciting topics within the scope of ijtihad. This issue has actually occurred since then the birthday of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam until our time today. In our time, it is not occur in the environment of the various schools of jurisprudence that exist. Even among the supporters of one school of fiqh itself, based on the Muhakamah tradition, there are different views from scholars consisting of four mazhab, where they voice their opinions and different view on this Islamic law. The four mazhab, which is mazhab Syafi'i lead by Imam Syafi'i, mazhab Maliki lead by Imam Malik, mazhab Hanafi lead by Imam Abu Hanifah, and the last one is Imam Hanafi lead by Imam Ahmad Hanbal. The concept of Al-Adah Muhakamah according to the Maliki and Hanafi school is they accept the true tradition as an argument or law, and it must be taken into account as long as it is not against the law. For example, requires payment diyat against al-killer, or known as the killer family. According to the mazhab Syafi'i and the Maliki school, They also voice if a Muslim is killed later, be the right of his heirs to claim revenge killing or be paid to that penalty. But on the side Mazhab Hanafi, if a non-Muslim who does not fight Islam is killed by a Muslim, then his heirs are entitled to the qisas and diat as well. This has shown that the implementation diat payment or any form of compensation to victims of murder cases or cases that cause injury, then they have the opportunity to be carried out comprehensively towards all people, regardless of the difference in terms of religion or religionation. While from the point of view of Imam Shafi'i and Hanbali, they elaborate that it does not consider that argument as an argument or even a proposition. Next, we move to conclusion. In Islam, God does not establish any laws, but we can learn from the aspect of custom can be used as a resources for us to do so. The Islamic law only considers the Quran and the Sunnah, but we need to comprehend more. It is obvious that the Sunnah and the Quran are a guardian of our actions, preventing excesses from harming the person who committed them. According to this viewpoint, the Al-Quran and the Al-Sunnah continue to be the primary sources of law, but they also need to be seen and referred to if we want to develop our law based on custom, qiyas, istisam, istisad and other factors. In general, adah al-muhakamah can be divided into many categories, and each category must be reconciled with the teachings of the Al-Quran and the As-Sunnah for us to avoid embarking on a path that is unjustly influenced by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala.